Mendel dihybrid cross or two gene inheritance is a very important question which comes every alternate year. So it comes for 5 marks. So let's go step by step and understand it. So first we write is definition. A cross involving two pure breeding parents differing in two pairs of contrasting factors. Here two words I would really like to highlight. One is pure breeding, which is two pure breeding parents, and two pairs of contrasting factors. So when we are saying pure breeding, it means we are meaning here homozygous condition. So what do you have homozygous condition as? When you have two same type of genes being present. Say for example capital R signifying a round factor, and here when we are saying two contrasting factors, we are considering two different characteristic features. So let's see how we do, and before that this itself carries 1 mark. So first of all we take parents, where we are taking capital Y, capital R, which is a dominant parent. Immaterial to tell, it is homozygous, and it is yellow, and round seed we are going to consider here. Okay, we are going to cross it with small y, small r. It is again here in this case it is recessive, but again here we have is homozygous condition. So homozygous, but this time it is green and wrinkled seed. So getting the parents right and then bringing down the gametes here. So gametes are always haploid, you should remember. Parents are diploid, so you have only capital Y, capital R here, and in this case you have small y, small r, and what we do it, we are going to cross it. So capital Y, capital R, small r, we get a hybrid. In which generation? This is the first filial generation, or the first progeny, or the first offspring. What we short form it as? We short form it as F1 generation. So this is F1 generation, and till here to achieve we get another 1 mark. Okay, we had already achieved capital Y, capital R, small r, which is a hybrid. We are going to selfing is a process where we are crossing the same time. So this is supposed to be F1 generation, we are going to self. So this is F1, we get gametes from here. Now this time gametes will be little more difficult. If you see, you are having 4 of them being present. So if you see here, capital Y, capital R is the first one, then you have the capital Y with the small r, then you have the small y with the capital R, and you have small y with the small r. If you see the same set of gametes, you will be receiving here also. If you want to be very perfect in number of gametes, you should do a small formula called as 2 to the power of n. Now in case of monohybrid cross, n becomes 1, so the number of gametes were 2. Now in this case what is happening, since it is a dihybrid cross, it becomes 2 to the power of 2, and the number of gametes should be 4. So you can see here you have got 4 gametes. Now we are going to do Punnett checkerboard crossing for receiving F2 generation. So this is going to be your F2 generation. What we have done, we have written all the 4 gametes on the 4 sides, one considering to be as male, the other considering to be as female. And now what we are going to do, we are going to cross all the columns with all the rows. So just one to show you all. So here you have capital R, capital Y, and here also you have capital R, capital Y. So when you cross these two, you get capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. In the same way, you have to fill up the whole checkerboard. I hope you are clear with how to fill that. So now that you have filled, we are going to find out two ratios. One happens to be phenotypic ratio, the other happens to be genotypic ratio. You should understand that filling of this entire F2 generation itself carries another 1 mark. So already we have achieved 3 marks. So what we see here is when we see morphologically, whatever characters we see, we call it as phenotypic ratio or phenotypic conditions. So, here we are seeing round and yellow condition, right. So, if you see this entire brown region, I am just drawing a triangle here, entire brown region, you get 9 of them being present as round and yellow. This was one of the reason why it is shown in rhombus form, the checkerboard. Then we are going to consider round and green. So, here you have round and green, this red zone, 3 of them are sitting here. Then you have wrinkled and yellow. Wrinkled and yellow are these green zones here, again another triangle wise you can see, and the left out part is small r, small y, that is 1. So, I hope it is clear till here. So, what is the phenotypic ratio? It is 9:3:3:1, and that scores you another 1 mark. One more observation here, if you see that since there are 4 gametes, you should be having 16 types. So, 4 square. So, 16 types of F2 generation progeny. So, yeah, moving on to genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio we will start one by one. So, first here we have RR both being capital and YY both being capital is only 1 in number. So, this is the one. Then we have this 2 where you have capital R, capital Y, small y being 2 in number. Then you have the next 2 where you have capital R, capital Y, small y 2 in number. Then you have the next one being small r, capital Y which is again 1 in number. Then if you see that this complete entire line of capital R, capital Y, small y is 4 in number. Then after that you can see this particular one where you have capital R, small y being 1 in number, and after that you have these 2 green ones, right, these 2 small r, capital Y, small y 2 in number, and then you have these 2 red zones where you have capital R, small y 2 in number, and finally you have small r, small y 1 in number. This fetches you another 1 mark, that gets you full marks. But just a short tip to remember. How do you remember? Now, you know monohybrid cross genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Since it is dihybrid, I write it 2 times, 1:2:1, and add these 2. So, 1 plus 1 what you have 2, and 2 plus 2 4, and again 1 plus 1 2. So, the genotypic ratio of a dihybrid cross is 1:2:1:2:4:2:1:2:1. So, this way also you can remember for your competitive.